Hello, Internet. My name is Alaya. I come on here and talk about whatever's on my mind to, process some thoughts and feelings. And sometimes I do that in more unstructured ways, very stream of consciousness-y. Other times, in a more structured way, maybe through poetry or, I'm also trying to experiment with new formats, I guess. So today I am coming to you with a little bit of something different. So this was the first year that I made my own bingo sheet. Like I made a 2026 bingo sheet because I've seen creators on here do it, and my best friend was also doing it last year, and it looked really fun. It really felt like something that was going to be supportive for me at the beginning of this year, because this is the first year of my life ever that I'm not in any type of school program. Like I've taken time off from uni while I was there because of like mental health stuff, but I've always like kind of been inscribed in a program, been at school, and I graduated from my bachelor's degree in social work last summer. And so since then I haven't been in school. And just like things feeling more open. Things feeling more open. And also I very much I really love learning. I also really love being in school. And I just want to, in the last couple of years have been trying to, just like make my life bigger again, because it at some point had gotten really small. On the one hand because of COVID, and the other hand because of like some relationship trauma, and also queer community stuff. So it just really felt like my life had gotten pretty small. And so over the last couple of years I've been trying to open it back up again. I felt like this bingo sheet was like a really, I remember having a lot of fun doing it at the beginning of the year or end of the year. I'm not entirely sure when exactly I did it. I felt like a very low pressure and fun way of exploring things I might want to do, like activities I want to fill my life with, just like a representation of my current, or at that point in time, like interests and values. And but things change. So a lot of the things on here might not feel as relevant to me anymore. And also, so I've been meaning to actually do like a half year or mid-year check-in, and maybe like with the bingo sheet, and maybe also adding or taking off certain goals or little fields. And I was just in this moment inspired to do it, first of all because we're already the year is is progressing. I feel like if I'd waited any longer, it maybe not be appropriate anymore to do like a mid-year check-in. And I was just prompted by seeing Hannah Witten's most recent video. Shout out to Hannah Witten, not that she needs a shout out from someone with 80 subscribers, but so I just started watching her videos, like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this right now. And so I've prepared, so I've taken my 2026 bingo sheet off my wall. So we're gonna go through that. And then I also prepared these pieces of paper. and some tape and like sticky thingies, so that I can figure out maybe I can like write down new goals, or and then pin them on there or something like that. Maybe I'm also just gonna make the entire board new and maybe just like rewrite some of the goals that I do want to keep, or the ones that I've already already kind of taked off, but just, yeah, make it, yeah, just redo it. I don't know. Okay, so I think we've got 16 little fields, or like, because I made this 5x5 board, but I didn't have as many things, so I just like made these 3 things in the middle. Who knows, maybe we'll fill them up, maybe not. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. Yeah, so I don't know how this is interesting. So I'm just gonna, okay, so I had swim in the sea. I have not done that yet, and I think that is actually a goal I want to keep. Not because I think it's like super realistic for me to still do that this year, but like we're only like a little more than halfway into the year, so much could still change, and it is something that I would really like to do again. So I will keep it on there, and yeah, so maybe I'll just make a little piece where I rewrite that, swim in the sea. Of course, yeah, it's just something I haven't done in a really long time, and the sea, just like the ocean, makes me really emotional. There's something so just the vastness of it, and something about salt water, and it's just, I don't know, something very, yeah, I don't know, emotional to me. So I will just, I don't have any of these like blue tack or whatever they're called. I just have these yeah, these sticky thingies that they're very sturdy. Like you can put things on the wall with that, but I don't know, it might, yeah, so I don't know if it will come off here, but I guess it doesn't necessarily need to. I don't know. I'll just, okay, swim in the sea. Okay, then we have next, attend a sex positive party. Yeah, I have not done that. Yeah, I've been looking into like, but I don't know, there were a few events. First of all, there aren't that many events happening, or haven't been that many events happening this year so far. And the ones that I've been made aware of were all kind of on days where I had to work. So, and it honestly, it hasn't, like it's become, I don't know if it's still a goal, honestly. I think, because I think one of the main reasons why I want, or like not one of, like, okay, maybe not main reasons, but like a big reason actually, I think, why I wanted to attend was, or like why I had that goal during that time, was because I had gotten really into pole dancing, and I'd also purchased some like attire, and like there's, I don't know if you can see that, I have these over there, these over knee latex heels, and I feel like that would be something, yeah, I don't know where to wear them. I originally bought them because I thought I was gonna wear them to a concert, but there is no way. I like that would have been excruciating. But yeah, so I don't know if that is still a goal. I am going to leave this open for now. And also what I meant to say is that like I got to at least wear my harness at a Pride event. So part of that kind of desire feels kind of, or part of that itch feels scratched, but not entirely. And in general, yeah, in general, like just the way that I'm relating to sex and sexuality and stuff like that might be different. But also, that's not really why I was why I wanted to go to a sex positive party anyway. I think it was more about just like doing it and wanting to, yeah, whatever. But I'm undecided on this one, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. And then the next one we have the first one that I actually ticked off, which is perform somewhere, in brackets, dance, read, sing, act, etc. So I went to I went and participated in a poetry slam in March, I want to say. And that was the first time that I participated in a poetry slam in probably almost 10 years, or like maybe 8 years. And it was really good. I've been meaning to go again, but it kind of hasn't worked out so far, so I might just pick that back up again in the fall. But yeah, that is something I have achieved, and I think I'm just gonna write it down again on a new piece of paper. Sorry, Billy. All is good. All is good. Sorry, I didn't see you there. On a new piece of paper and take it off, I think. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Perform some. Okay, and I will put this on here, and then we'll just go through them again and take it off. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, next one is publish some writing. I have not done that. Yeah, I don't even know like what exactly I meant with that. Like probably like maybe something other than like just social media. Maybe, yeah. So I don't know. We'll just keep this open for now. But I guess we could go again. Yeah. Then another one that I've ticked off is attend an improv class. Yay! I did that many times. So I went to my first improv training end of February, and I have been going every week since then, minus one because I was sick. But like, yeah, so since end of February, I've been going to improv classes. We're currently on summer break because the improv group that I'm with is tied to like university organizations, so they're off for the semester break or the summer break. But yeah, that has been actually a huge part of my life, and I can't wait to yeah, like I'm really into it. This has been a very yeah, very fruitful endeavor so far. I'm gonna again, I'm not sure if I still agree with my approach to redoing this, but we're here now, so let's just soldier on. Okay, the next one is journal every day for an entire month. I feel like I've probably gotten really close to this, but honestly, I don't really care. Like, I care about journaling regularly, and I think there's, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna keep this on there, because yeah, because it might still happen, and I generally think it's a good goal. I don't know, my words today. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna take this off. You know what? I'm just gonna take this off. And I'm just gonna make new... I don't know. I'm undecided. Okay, I'm keep this. So then next one is go see a play. I have not done that. I still really want to do that, so I'm kind of keep it on there. Meet someone from Embodied Astrology in real life. I have not done that, and this is a goal I want to keep on here. I'm not content with this system here. I don't know. Whatever. Next one. Take a solo trip. I've not taken a solo trip. I went to a city in Germany. I went on a trip, on a city trip with a friend at the end of February. And like it was because I wanted to go to a concert of my favorite band that now no longer exists. I did end up going to the concert by myself, even though we were planning on both going. I don't know if I've talked about this on here, but yeah, whatever. So I guess, I don't know, I'll keep this on there. I don't know. I feel like if the C thing is going to happen, it's probably going to be on a solo trip. So I'm just going to keep it on here. Then next one is attend an Impulse Tanz workshop. So Impulse Tanz is this like dance workshop, a dance festival, performance festival, all, like happening in Vienna every summer. And there are performances you can go to, and there are also like all kinds of different dance workshops. They're quite pricey, but there are also free ones that happen outdoors in public. And I when I wrote this down, I was thinking of a paid one, like an intensive, a full, like a 5-day, week-long dance workshop. That's not happening. I'm inclined to give it to myself though, because I have been going to Public Moves workshops, and they're part of the Impulse Tanz festival. So I'm inclined to give this one to myself. Okay, the next one, a controversial one, is fall in love. And I don't know, it's just like I thought I was being, I don't know, cutesy and fun with that. And it is something that I want. I want to fall in love. I want to be in love. I want to be in a partnership. That is something I want. And I think it's actually been something that it's been hard to admit that I want to some degree, or that there is weirdly some shame around. So I still think it was a good choice or decision to put it on here. However, I recently, or a couple of weeks ago, it came to me that I didn't specify falling in love with a person. So it could also be falling in love with acting, or falling back in love with acting. So I am going to give this one to myself, actually. Yeah, and that feels actually even better than the person, or right now it feels very, I don't know, just self-lovey, and I have agency over my life. So fall in love is something we did. You know what? I'm just gonna take these off if they're done. Then next one is less whimsical. Namely, the next one is take a weed break. I have not done that yet. I'm not I think it's something that is it's something where I'm like, I know this is something I should do, and it's also something I'm curious about, but right now it's just not a priority. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep it on here because it feels like an accountability thing. Like, just I don't know, perhaps if it's like November and I go through my bingo goals and I see that the take a wheat break is still not ticked off, I might just be like, okay, I just I like I don't know, I might have some feelings about the fact that I didn't even have a single day of the year where I didn't smoke any weed. So that might be a motivation at the end of the year. Right now, it's not enough motivation for me to prioritize it, but not much of a reason, but who knows? Maybe that will change by the end of the year. So I'm going to keep it on here. Then, next one is read 24 books. Actually, I meant to check my story graph before, but I forgot about that. So, I think maybe I might not be quite there yet. I've definitely started a lot more than 24 books, but I think I haven't quite finished this many. But let me see. But yeah, we're actually well on our way, so that's pretty cool. So let's see. Why? Okay. Stats. This year, okay. Well, okay, so according to my story graph, I have read 23 books this year. Am I missing one? Is there one that I haven't that I've finished that I haven't put on here? Not quite, I think. Oh wow, okay, so I'm only missing one. Yeah, cool. Okay. That's pretty exciting. Good. Then on to the next one. Take a ballet class. I have not done that yet because I've been really just like there was like maybe I should do that. Maybe I should try and figure out if there probably aren't any during the summer. We'll see. But yeah, so at the beginning of the year, I was doing pole, and then so like money wise it wouldn't have been really feasible, and also like time wise, and then it was improv. But yeah, I still want to do that, so I'm gonna keep it on there and maybe try and prioritize it more. 24 hours without phone and internet, I definitely want to keep that on there. I have not done that this year. Yeah, but I think I might want to make that happen very soon. I feel like summer is a good time to do that. I mean, any time is a good time to do that, but okay, next one. Write a short story. Not sure if it counts. Like I've written, like I've dabbled in like speculative fiction a little bit, but I haven't like arrived like at a full short story situation. But and I haven't also really been working on it. But like I feel like writing and like exploring different maybe formats of writing has been more on my mind recently, so I'm definitely going to keep it on here. And I also think that it's a goal that I care about. Okay, so far there hasn't been a single field where I was like, nope, right? I mean, I guess the attend a sex positive party was, yeah, but okay, let's just finish and then, okay, next one. Do the splits. I'm not quite there yet, but I think, like, so if I actually, so, but I think even if I don't specifically, like, commit, like, an entire month to practicing, I think I might still be able to do this by the end of the year. So, but obviously I do have to work on it. So I want to keep this on here as well. Next one, deep clean entire flat. I've not done that. I feel like because I think the idea in that one was to really like do the entire thing in like kind of a condensed amount of time within like a couple of days. And like even if it's spread out, it's not like I've cleaned parts of my flat very thoroughly, but definitely not the entire one. I'm gonna keep this on here. Okay. Especially also because I'm coming up on 4 years of my lease. Like my lease is currently like it's a 5-year contract with kind of the prospect of getting an extension. But yeah, I can't believe it's almost been 4 years, and I feel like a deep clean is, yeah, just I'm gonna keep it on here. Maybe it's not gonna happen in the way that I originally thought it was gonna happen, but I still want, that is still something, it's important. That feels important. Okay, next one. Okay, we're coming up on the last two goals that I've written down at the beginning of the year. Next one, or second to last, is sew an item of clothing. I've not done that. I've been thinking about it, but I have not done that yet. I'm gonna keep it on here. And the last one is learn to handstand. I'm also not quite there yet. Like I've been, yeah. So at the beginning of the year, I think I was more leaning towards calisthenics-y things. And in the last couple of months, I've been actually like training with weights, with dumbbells. I do crave learning to handstand, but I feel like it's something that might be easier if I like not doing it by myself. So we'll see if that's still gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it on here. Okay, so there isn't really a single goal where I'm like, this is not this, like, what was I thinking? So, yeah, I feel like that's neither good or bad. That's just something to notice. Yeah, so wait, where were we? So we have 3 ones definitely ticked off: the perform somewhere, attend an improv class, and fall in love. None of them make a bingo, so these 3 are ticked off. Yeah, the fall in love with acting. I feel like they're all in the same category. Like they're all in the like performance-y, artsy category, which I like. I like that this has been, yeah, that's, that I guess up next to or besides like just like yeah, apart from the things that are visible here, I think the interesting thing here is also there's nothing about work here, like about like my job, which, yeah, so that has actually, my job has been making up a larger portion of my life, of my day-to-day, the past half a year. I've like, yeah, gotten like there's a new role at work that I'm finding my way into and that I'm having fun with, and yeah, but yeah, like, and recently in the last couple of months, there's months and weeks, work has been on my mind in terms of wanting to work more, needing to work more, like just needing to make more money. I kind of like that that there is no work money related goals on here. So, do I? Okay, so let's go through them. So swim in the sea, I think I'm gonna keep. Yeah, I already had this. Then the attend a sex positive party. I don't know. I don't think, like, it's like I'm not against it happening at all, but I don't think it is like a goal in that sense anymore. So yeah. Maybe we'll just put a new one. And I think the one that I'm gonna put here is we'll see if it happens. It depends on some things that I don't yet know. But I actually do kind of want to work on and maybe even finish or get my yoga teacher training certificate. So maybe I'll just put that on there. Finish my, I don't know if that's like correct English, but I don't really care. Okay. Yeah, I think it feels good to like put that like down as like an official goal of mine for this year. Okay, publish some writing. I don't know. This doesn't feel, I don't know. Publish some writing, write a short story. You know what? I might take this off. If it happens, like if it happens, again, I'm not mad at it, but I don't think that it is a priority or something I need to pursue for the remainder of this year. So we're gonna need to come up with a different goal, I think. And now, yeah. I think I need some time to think, and you don't need to necessarily watch me think. Okay, I came up with something. It's not necessarily like a takeoff goal, or like a one and done, or like, yeah, I feel like it's something I want to remind myself, and like something I want to prioritize, which is yeah, something like I want to put the goal to like meditate more, or in general just like yeah, kind of prioritize and get back into more of a regular spiritual and kind of ritual practice. I don't know if those are two different things. We'll see. I think I'm just gonna put it as one. Okay. So okay. So I have a swim in the sea, finish my YTT certificate, perform somewhere done, meditate, spiritual practice, attend an improv class, journal every day for an entire month, go to see a play, meet someone from embodied astrology in real life, take a solo trip. Oh, attend an impulse tons workshop. I said that I was gonna take that off because I went to the public moves thingies. I'm just gonna add. Because I was like, I could take it off because there's no way for me to still do that this year, or I could just, you know, I think I also, when I wrote it, I thought that like, there is a chance of me cheating on this. And like, I don't know, I'm not cheating. This is not like, I'm only cheating myself if I were, so. Um, yeah, then fall in love with acting. I'm gonna write that. Take a week break, read 24 books, and finish. So we're about to hit that. Take a ballet class. Take a day off from internet and phone. Write a short story. Do the splits. Deep clean entire flat. Sew an item of clothing. Learn to handstand. I think I'm still I like these goals. Yeah, but I feel differently. I don't know. I don't actually know if I feel differently about them than I did in the beginning of the year. They feel very casual to me. I feel like there are other things, yeah, like more kind of abstract or just like ethereal or like less concrete things that feel like goals like this, like a centering, and like I think the whole like meditation and ritual is a very all-encompassing thing. So yeah, that's it, I think. If you watched until the end, thanks so much. I'd love to know if you like whether it like the 2026 or like the yearly bingo, the annual bingo, if that's something that you've ever done, if it's something that you have done this year, how you do it, how you're doing with it. Yeah, just like let me know, or if anything else resonated. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.